Good evening, folks. It's 2047 on the 21st day, 10th month, 2022. And what I'm looking at here is approximately, let's say, 23 hours from now. To me, this is probably going to be the worst part of Australia to be 23 hours from now. Because the storm is turning, but it's also encountering this land feature. It's going to cause a drag. It's going to cause some individual spin-offs, and I guarantee you there will be tornadoes and waterspouts out here. They're pretty much the same thing. One shooting water in the area, one's got the Wicked Witch on the bike, right? What Anastasia will call her this time, if it's here. Yes, I went there. She can go out of town too. We had one leave. Yeah, that didn't take long for our prime mismanager to not do what the banker wanted. Yeah, well, while the shape of the Snoopy head here is not looking good, this is a massive, massive wind field. This is big, lots of lightning. And this here is how much rain would fall in 3 hours. And you will have a 3 hour visitation at least. This is a long, long wind field and rain field. The winds in the 50-kilometer range is what they was looking at. You will have gusts a lot higher than that. So you can have a gust that's actually in the tropical cyclone range. Above 63, I think it is. But what happens when things squeeze through these narrow passages that are going to be bad. And coming up the wind, coming off Maroochydore and sweeping off over here, there's going to be a lot of erosion. And I'm very worried for the backside of Bribey. I really am. Because I know how it happens down here. I've seen it. So that inlet's going to definitely be a bit wider when this is all said and done. And if I sure hope the tip of the island survives. And if you got anybody fool enough to be out here, well, then they're just fools being out there, because I wouldn't. I'd rather chill over here and feed the cats in the little cafe over here. You get a nice breakfast, and the lady don't like you to feed the cat, so feed the cat. Yeah, feed the cat for me when you're down there. Yeah, in the restaurant. Just to irritate her. I can't help myself. I have these little onenesses. Don't be mean to a cat in front of me. I'm sorry. It didn't be asked for a stupid human to make it homeless and leave it behind like a disposable, look what I got, TikTok picture moment. Nah, these are animals. Yeah, I'll never forget. That's a sad memory to have. But I got a cooler one. A flying fox scared the shit out of Robert. He nearly shat himself. I turned to my right and looked on a balcony. He was hanging down. Those things are huge. Oh, I mean, really, he was over a yard line, man. He was looking at me. I thought Eddie Munster was visiting. But it turned out it was election year. So yeah, this is going to be bad. Have I raised your vibe enough now to show you what's going to happen? Okay, good. This is devastation about to occur. Your ass is being saved by an offshore wind right now, because otherwise this is coming in, and I don't believe it ain't. But it's actually the wind itself is holding the what's in that cloud raining down from coming ashore. And so that wind's saving your ass right now. Thank God. But you already had enough, I think. Just had enough. Yeah, this is what's coming your way. But it isn't going to be as bad as it could have been. I'm telling you. If that wind had not turned when it's come down coast, it would be a whole different story. But you still got the winds to contend with. And that in itself is going to cause a lot of commotions there. Your shenanigans. What other words can I think about? I'm trying to come up with a few new adjectives. Super duper fucked, stuff like that. But on the bright side, the surf is definitely going to be coming in. But that's deadly surf. There's undertows and stuff out there that have got fingers on them like a hand. They'll pull you out. And the undertow to the skeleton clutch. And it goes Snoopy, and it lifts his leg, and then it pisses it down over the border regions. And this is when the moment comes, when Lismore starts to get its problems. In the north, this area here, my God, this is your 1 hours coming down. We're looking at 5 centimeters in 3 hours. that they're calling for, plus what's blowing in ashore. UK. My beautiful UK. Do you see it? 4 centimeters, 3-hour totals. And this thing is going to camp a while. This is not going to be coming through for just 3 hours. These are in jumps of an hour, right? How many hours was that? Right, you see your totals? Right, I'm trying to trickle this out. Okay? I fucking told you so. I told you this total 8 days ago. Bureau, where were you? Bureau of morons, where were you? Mr. Glitch, where were you? I think he was humping the bunk. That's what that's known as, screwing the pooch. While all these towns get the totals I did tell you about. Thank you for bullying me. I'm a healer. Did it make you feel better? Like a big man or girl in some cases? Well, you know, I'm glad you did it to me. I'll be okay. I'm a healer. But you know what? That's just not nice. I was right. I was just trying to be kind while I go through these totals. I don't want to read them out. I will not pronounce this. See it? The waterfalls of Dorigo. Is this the time the edges crack, Graf? Don't be standing on the edges watching and filming this shit. I'm telling you, these are dangerous places to be. When these things chip off, they chip off big and they chip off wide. And you could have been standing where halfway in the middle of the new waterfall gonna be. You be careful out there. There's so many towns that I could go through and tell you that you are absolutely balls deep from the top down. That the movie Deep Throat should be filmed here. Because I don't even want to see the films of the people that are going to die in this. Because they're going to listen to a weather service that didn't give them enough warning. My people going to be all right. We've already reacted. You ain't got much time on this one. Like, you 12 hours, you ain't got the rain. You got to react if you ain't reacted. And don't grab everything in the fucking house. Remember what the pictures look. If you got bags that you could put stuff in and suck the air out, like mattress holders and shit, put your shit in and suck the air out. It'll be floating around. It'll be safe. Go to the churches. Get the vestment. Make them safe. Make sure the pet stores have the animals out. Safari parks. Any kind of stuff that these beautiful people care about animals. Take care of them now. Open the pastures. Get food up on the high ground. Let's think of them. Because they didn't ask for the geoengineering and we ain't took the measures to stop yet. That's just the 3-day total, right? After 5 days ain't changed. After 10 days ain't changed. So, you can float an ark from here to here in pretty fucking short order here this week in Australia. To tell you exactly everybody who's fucked is to say everybody from here to here is absolutely fucked. And super duper fucked here. Like when she stalls coming around the corner, and I tell you this happens every time, has to. It's dynamics and flow. Put a whirlpool on, just like on a drain. Slowly move your finger into the edge. You'll still keep it spinning, but it'll start to ride along your finger, and that's what this is. Finger sticking into the center of the whirlpool. Yeah, fucking up the toilet flush. The commode effect. Oh wait a minute, that's when you vortex your blood. Because it looks like a toilet flush. Yeah, I had little jokes on him. Merwillin, by God, I'm glad I got to see you while you was still in town. I'm glad I got to see all of this. Thank you. I feel honored to have spoken in the village hall here. Just across the river. Beautiful, beautiful view of that bridge. It's really nice. Never forget it. And so please get safe there. That bridge is gone. I don't see how many times in a row that thing can keep taking slams by half the forest coming down. I don't see how that bridge is going to take it again in Lismore. That bottomland fills up quick. So get the fuck out of there now. I don't want anybody up in the roofs again. I can't take it. You ain't being told honestly by people, and that's really a shame. But I was right. Ballina, yeah, I told you. Thank God you already reacted. Yeah, they already reacted. There was rest homes in these places, you know. They sell seaside as retirement communities. Let's go look after the ones that ain't being looked after. Make sure they're all right. You know, you can't put a life preserver around one of them old static caravans. Well, maybe we should start thinking about that. We'll all go live in little Titanics out here. If they're going to sink our ships, at least we got a classy looking one. Clunes will be in ruins. Oh my God. To see this forecast tonight, I had to actually sit outside for an hour just to get the strength to do this. Singleton, you got more. This is the more. You already done had. You've had too much. Plenty. And as I move south, Sydney, I ain't agreeing with these numbers. Yeah, I'm sorry. That thing is walking the coast and they send something in. So they'll trickle you in that, yeah, by the way, this is going a little more north and this is coming in and this is going a little more south. You know, because the pressure bubble ups. I told you that had to happen. So tonight, this is what I'm going to do. Tassie. Whew, boy, you got some totals coming. It's mostly all in this event when they turn the corner here. It's just you are steady on the entire time. The entire time. So over the 10-day period, again, you're looking at another 10, some places 13 centimeters of precipitation. Well, you know, my forecasts seem to participate a lot of floods, as in preceding the precipitation. And again, the soggy bottom boys come back for the west. The nothing after 5 to the big something. And there's going to be bigger something because this is the turn corner move when this comes in. And then this comes back in and swamps this again. You're going to get swamped again. It's coming. I seen it. I don't want to go into lengthy tonight. Finger of God for this island out here. Get them off. Anybody on this little island out here that doesn't have a name, but it might not even be on the map after this one. Parts of Vanuatu here is, look at this total. You're talking 40 centimeters. They're up near a half a meter. And that's going somewhere. Some of it's already over here. Okay? This is, that's coming to Fiji. Yeah, I've already warned as best I can. That's the curveball. That's what they split that off. That spits its way there. That's on its way. It's expressly going now to hit this island's here. Just your time maybe for a big COP conference where they agree on things. That's what it's called. Not police, like COP 26. I think they had COP 27 already. That's where they get together and they plan just how deep they're going to fuck us and where and how they're going to sell us this climate change bullshit they want. These same people that admitted that they've done something terrible during the COVID experience that's coming out. I'm not going to get into it right now. As this inundation is more important to point out. But if I ain't pointed it out by now, how truly out of control the private corporations and philanthropists' money is being. Even doing something up in space from another country is not giving you permission. And that space belongs to all of us above our heads. Right? Isn't that fair to say? And you shouldn't, if something, even a satellite could fall out on you to hit uranium in it, they don't know, somewhere in the Pacific it's going to fall. Oops, your yard. You know, then don't do it. Because what goes up must come down. And I'll tell you what, some heavy shit's going down. And this isn't fair. When they're following the rail lines and the known maps of mineral ore, while they're mapping an area crazily like this for minerals, and then it floods 10 days later, it's land grabbiness. The greedy gummed land grabby fingers of the greedy hand, like the bank with the skeleton hand, that would come out and take it every time you put the dime on it. Well, it's time for somebody, a real whistleblower, drops a dime on this shit. We're not talking the one that's propped up on a stick. Yeah, then ends up with a cushy radio show. Oliver North. Yeah, the one that they end up killing because he told the fucking truth, but something got done because of it. Casino. You done rolled snake thighs and then you crapped out. You're Kyogle. Crapped out. Lismore, you're getting more. And making the other flood look like a cakewalk. If ever was a GT to fuck out for your own safety to higher places, this is it. All the rivers come here. Gulmanger. My God, how the hell are they going to do it again? Has it been 6 months? Nearly to the day. Nearly 6 months to the fucking day since they did this to you last time. Since they put out the combination of it all that seems to suffocate a nation, drowning you, asphyxiation with the water from the floods and the bombs from the air. And sometimes when I look around me, I think nobody cares. But when I look around you, I know you care. I know nothing is impossible as long as I'm possible. You're possible. Look in the mirror and say, I'm possible. Then when I think something's impossible, I'll call you. Boom, 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 boom! Look at that big explosion right there. Jesus Christ, the only thing that's missing was the Happy New Year music. And old anxieties. And the old hangman sign, my friend, needs to go up in the village square here. Because they're allowing it. This is Australian national airspace being attacked. Home Guard, where the fuck are you? Oath fillers, where are you? Bullshit spewers, I know where you are. I'm circling you. It's circle. We'll circle back to the bullshit. Back to the bullshit. We'll circle back. Back. Boom, 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 boom. Bullshit. Boom, boom, boom. Bullshit. I'll give you a Carlin. It's bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. It's a great big club. Take it out of their hands. Don't let them beat you with their club. We can make our own club. Or we could decide that clubs that beat people are just wrong. And don't participate. Boom, 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 boom. Coming down, flooding down, bring it down, going down, going down. This area is going down. Be back and report again later. I can't. We'll see another minute of a fucking slow motion train wreck. Stop. The handle's in my hand. The handle's in my hand. The situation now is in your hands. Gosh, be safe. Watch the animals. Watch yourselves. I'll be back on. I'm watching. I'm watching close. Be safe.